Hello everyone, this is William Tapscott with Taylorsville Crime Watch, and today I'm here with Jay Phelps, the Bartholomew County Clerk. Jay, what is the clerk's office responsible for?
Well, thank you, William, and Taylorsville Crime Watch for having me. I greatly appreciate it, and glad to be here. The clerk's office, a lot of people kind of get us mixed up with the city clerk treasurer, but what we handle is we have three separate offices under the clerk's office. We have the clerk's office itself, the child support payment office, and then the elections office. So three separate offices, 14 full-time employees, 2 part-time employees, and what we do on the clerk's side is that is where when you come to file, say, a small claims dispute, divorce, pay your traffic tickets, apply for a marriage license, pay your bond, or if you want to bond someone out of jail. That is where you do it. A lot of foot traffic in the clerk's office. We see probably hundreds of people a day. Yearly, we collect $10 million from those court fees, and of course the state dictates what the fees are that we the public would pay on a particular case. And so, and then we also service the courts. So that's where the file originates in our office, and then we send it up to the courts after we do the startup process of the case. And then of course the child support payment office, we deal with of course payments plus some 4D cases, which is federally guidelined, and then of course the elections, we administer elections in Bartholomew County. So a lot going on, very busy office, get to see a lot of people, and a lot of new things every day that just doesn't always come up. So it's great, great job to have, and I love serving. So
Okay, Jay, why did you decide to go to the vote centers, and what is that process like?
yeah, absolutely. We decided to go to vote centers pretty much back in 2000, after the 2012 presidential election. We had 2 to 3 hour lines in that presidential election. It was just chaotic across the county. A lot of people did not have a good experience when they went to vote and had to wait 3 hours. And we just decided there has to be a better way. And the state started to look into vote centers back in 2005. Then Secretary of State Todd Rokita sent some Indiana delegations over to Colorado because they were using them, and basically took 3 counties, Tippecanoe, Newcastle, and Wayne County, back in 2006 to kind of pilot the vote center process. So it went so well that in 2011, the Indiana General Assembly allowed all Indiana counties to be vote center counties if they would like to. And so what we did was we formed a committee here locally, the election board did, along with both political parties, business people in the communities, elected officials, just to try to see if this was a good fit for Bartholomew County. And so we studied locations, we studied the technology that would be used, which voting machines we wanted to use, and then that was approved unanimously by the election board, by the county commissioners, and by the county council. So all 3 boards passed the vote center resolution unanimously. Sherry Lentz and myself, when I was the election supervisor at the time, we sat down and wrote a very thorough plan. We vetted all the locations. We were trying to find out how many miles from this part of the county to this vote center. We didn't want anyone to drive too far, and we really wanted to get this process done right. We, from election security to which places had the handicap accessibility, the parking, to be able to handle multiple voting machines in one location. And so, our machine vendor, who has about 50% of the counties in Indiana, actually used our vote center plan as a model for most of the state. We were the 15th county in the state of Indiana out of the 92 to go to vote centers. So we were kind of in that top 20% that kind of led the way. Today there's 37 counties who use vote centers, but what it's done for us is it has just changed the entire way the election is ran. So why vote centers has been so successful in Bartholomew County is just from the standpoint of more absentee early voting locations. So, the public is taking advantage of early voting like never before. We're seeing record numbers with that. So we have more locations that are just not open 8 to 5, but we have them from 11 to 7 to try to catch some of the second shift workers as well. So we're seeing greater turnouts, more people participating in a democratic process like never before. And so, we also use more technology. So we went from paper poll books for thousands of sheets of paper that had to be printed to basically Apple poll pads that are securely protected to allow the voters just to simply scan their back of their driver's license in, and they pick a party if it's a primary sign, and they're on their way to the machine. So every machine has everyone's precinct ballot on there, and we no longer get those phone calls from disgruntled people like we used to that says, I'm at the wrong polling site, it's 10 till 6 and they're really upset, or they didn't update their registration. So that's no longer a problem. So it just allowed for more voter flexibility, just to being able to advertise it more. I think it's just getting the word out more and really getting people more excited about the voting process.
That's awesome, Jay. I think you did a really great job on that.
Thank you.
What do you like the most about your job?
Interacting with the public, I just absolutely love to serve. I just genuinely love to come into work every day, and we have 3 great judges, we have a great prosecutor, and just my staff. We work so hard to better serve our community. And, I'm a little biased. I came from the elections office to the clerk's office. So, I love elections. I love the numbers. I love just seeing how the process works from start to finish. Even the campaign aspects of it. What did this campaign do differently than to win a race than the campaign that lost. So it's just a very, very great position to be in, and I'm very honored to do it. And I couldn't do it without a great staff, though. So yeah, just serving the public and running the elections process, and getting to work in the historic courthouse downtown Columbus is just it's just a great experience for me.
Jay, if the general public wanted to contact you or your administration, your office, how would they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. You could email me personally. My email is jay.phelps, Phelps, at bartholomew.in.gov, so j.phelps at bartholomew.in.gov, or you can always call me. My direct number is 812-565-5624, so 812-565-5624. And, kind of speaking about the topic of vote centers, moving forward, there are some locations that could probably better serve the public that we need to probably look at moving. One of those is on the east side of town. Right now we're at the fire station there, and I'd like to put it in more of a residential area on the east side of town. And so I could use the public's help with that. So if you have a suggestion, hey Jay, this would be a great vote center. It has the parking, it has the handicap accessibility, it has plenty of room for voting machines. I would love to hear from you. Same thing with those down in the southern part of Bartholomew County, like White Creek. Right now we're at the Lutheran School. But at this past election, we had 12,300 people vote, and only 117 people from White Creek voted there. So we need to look at better options. I don't want to, I want to be accommodating. We want to be able to serve people the best possible way. But if anyone has any other ideas, hey Jay, we could use this location, or this would be a great location to put. We would like to hear from you. For the future elections, even in the city, and then of course the presidential in 2020, because we want you to take advantage of this process and enjoy voting and just be a part of that Democrat process. So,
all right. Thank you very much for the interview.
Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.